I have been on sabbatical, which is a career break from work, for about 7 months in Merida, Mexico. And I wanted to share with you some subconscious blocks that have come up for me in terms of what has been holding me back in my life and why I feel or why I know that some of these blocks, these emotional blocks that I've had felt before, how it's held me back and what I'm doing about it, especially being here in Merida, Mexico on sabbatical for so long. And before my sabbatical, I honestly, as a travel nurse, I was feeling so anxious, worried, exhausted all the time. And I didn't realize that because of the fear of not being able, of feeling like I wouldn't be provided for, right? And the first thing that you're thinking when you're going to be taking this and massive amount of time off of work is, how in the hell are you going to get paid? Your savings only goes for so long. And of course, I've been off of work for 7 months. And so one of the blocks that can hold you back from either taking a sabbatical or moving abroad or starting a new relationship or starting your business is fear. And I've talked about this before, but listen, fear thinks that its job is to keep you safe. So when you want to take a leap and do something different, if you wanted to, for example, I'm here in Merida, I've been singing. I sang at an open mic, which I would never dream of ever doing something like that because I've just been stuck in a box of fear for so long and committing myself to the same routine. And when you honestly perform a routine over and over and over, and you don't give your brain new neural pathways by doing something new and outside of your comfort zone that's going to scare you, your life is going to remain stagnant. You're going to be confused. And that's what I was doing. I was waking up. I was doing the same thing over again, and my soul wasn't being expressed. And so that manifested as feeling stuck, attracting toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic work environments. And it took some time. How I was able to get over this is I recognized that it was a problem. You have to recognize that it's not the world that is beating you down and holding you back. It's actually you. And this can be hard because you think that the world outside of you is what creates and controls your reality, but it's not true. You are the creator, so it's up to you to make a decision. But what fear does is it holds you back and it tells you, no, you can't do that because it's safe. No, you won't do that. You can't do that because you won't be supported. And unfortunately, the only remedy for this is in clearing subconscious blocks of fear. Some of you, it's not even subconscious. You're like, no, I'm scared. I can't do that. The only way to do it is to do it scared. Like, I'm sorry. There's no other way to do it. Okay. And so if you are at the brink of something, but you keep sabotaging it, whether it's a relationship or it's a business opportunity. So many of you have creative endeavors that you have projects that are literally sitting there waiting to be launched, but you're scared. Okay. It's crazy because the graveyard, they say, is a place where dreams die because so many people get scared and of what's going to happen. And so they never activate themselves to initiate their dreams because of fear. But the reason why you won't do that is because you've been taught that that society is not here with you, that universe is not here with you. You've been trained to not have faith in anything or anyone. And the crazy thing is, so many of us have a supreme being that we say that we have faith and trust in, but yet if we get a download to move across the world or travel across the world or start a new business, we're like, oh, no. That's where the universe draws the line. That's where the universe will not support me. And that's just not true. You're going to be supported. Okay? You are. But again, you've been conditioned that you won't be. So that's what the fear is. Well, I'm not going to be secure. No, you know what's not secure? You constantly having anxiety and panic attacks because you're scared of going to the same job or that relationship. Like, you're having all these panic attacks and anxiety attacks already. Part of you wants to be in this, okay? Because the subconscious mind, it works off of impressions. And so if you've been impressing it to be scared in your life, then it's going to continue to crave that. But if you just take leaps that are uncomfortable, there is treasure on the other side. I've missed a lot of opportunities because of fear. And I just decided that I didn't want to wake up one day when I was 50, 60 years old and 70, 80, 90 years old and be like, oh my God, I let fear hold me back from so much. I don't want that for my life, and I don't want it for you. So one step that you can take, and one step that I did take, is to have a conversation with fear and tell fear that I understand you think that you're trying to keep me from danger because this is unfamiliar territory. You're used to going to work. You're used to your same routine, okay? You're scared of rejection. You're scared of people saying that you're crazy or the external validation. If someone, and that's a primal instinct. If people rejected people in antiquity, if they were kicked out of the tribe, then it threatened their survival. But guess what? We don't have to be concerned about that anymore. You don't have to be concerned that someone's going to kick you out of their tribe because you're going to be safe anyway. Okay? They didn't realize it, but they are already safe on their own. And you're supported by the universe. So who cares if people don't want to hear what you have to say? It doesn't matter. So have a talk with fear. Tell it that you are safe. Take little steps. You know what I did? I didn't take a whole huge leap to leave corporate America. Even sometimes it still gets scary. But what I did was I was like, okay, I can take a month off, 2 months, 3 months off. And I would get scared again. And I would start a business or a project, and then I would withdraw because I was like, no, logically this doesn't make sense. I'm not secure, but that's not true. The universe has an expansion, an abundance of resources, but you think that it only will last you a month or 2 months or 3 months, but that's just not true. What I've learned in this time is that universe is so expansive. Okay, so even though you're so anxious, afraid, and worried, you don't have anything to worry about, but you'll have to train yourself. It's not like you can snap your fingers and the fear is gone. No, I still have moments of fear. It's about having courage to keep going. So that's what you'll have to do. You have to rewire your brain and tell it that you are safe. That because you saw this dream, you believe in yourself. I don't know why that Michael Jackson popped up. He said that he was going to be an artist, a famous artist that people are going to know. He wrote it on a napkin, right? Now, I do want to say there's a lot of still self-sabotage there, but that's part of the reason why, another reason why y'all won't do stuff. You're like, oh, well, you see what happened to that person. That doesn't have to be your story, okay? You can do things differently. We as a consciousness are evolving. And so you're safe, okay? And if you need help with this transformational journey, I can help you as a transformational guide and healer, helping you through these blocks, because I've been through them, of fear of rejection, validation, okay? Of being scared that if you leave your job, you're not going to be taken care of. So click the link below, and thank you so much for watching.